Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today's video has been a request from Everg14. Thank you so much for the idea to share my favourite blushes and highlighters. With highlighters I decided to mix it up a little bit and show you powder and liquid. So starting with my favourite blushes, these are in no particular order. I'll be starting with the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic blusher in First Love. I really love this colour. It's just a great everyday blusher. It's got two colours, so you can either swirl and mix them together, which is what I normally do. Alternatively, Charlotte suggests using the outer ring to emphasise your cheekbones and then using the inner colour as the pop of colour for the apple of your cheeks. There are 8 shades in total and this is £30. Next up is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Dim Infusion. So this is a gorgeous sort of pale peachy tone and tends to suit most skin tones. What I love about this blush is that it's slightly shimmery, slightly glowy, but it's shimmer for adults. It's not a bitty shimmer and it won't leave your skin looking glittery or powdery, if you know what I mean. You get that lit from within glow. This blusher is available in 6 shades and it's £38. What's so special about it is that it's handmade powder and it contains photoluminescent technology, so that ensures that you naturally get depth and dimension by using this product. It's clearly clever science with makeup, but honestly when I apply this to my cheeks it just gives me this gorgeous glow, and it's probably one of the blushes that I get the most compliments on. Next up is the Dolce Gabbana Solar Glow Illuminating Powder Duo, extremely long name. This is in the colour Peach Blossom. So firstly I wanted to talk about the packaging. How gorgeous is it? It honestly reminds me of these ceramic tiles in Italy. You know, sometimes you get a makeup product and the packaging is beautiful but the product inside is a bit of a letdown. This is one of the few products where the packaging is just as nice as what's on the inside. So this is the colour Peach Blossom. As you can see, there's a duo of what is pretty much a blush and then a highlight shade. I tend to mix the two together. However, you could use this as a blush and then this as a highlighter. It's completely up to you. The blush in itself is quite glowy when you apply it, and I got this for £55 in Harrods and I believe it's out of stock. I don't think you can get it anywhere in the UK now, but I could be wrong on that. There were only 2 shades, so this is Peach Blossom and I think there was another shade where it was mainly like contour and highlight, but I have so many contour and highlights so I decided to get this one instead, and honestly it's such a gorgeous summery pinky tone and it gives you the right amount of glow. This blush also claims to hydrate the skin due to having a butter formula. Next up is the MAC blushes. To be honest, I wanted to include MAC because not only is it great for variety, you can be assured that if you are looking for that one specific colour and it doesn't have it in any other brand, MAC will tend to have it. That's mainly because obviously it originated as being a makeup artist brand. Not only is it great for individual clients, but it's also great for makeup artists and their kit. Although there's nothing particularly special about this blush, it works, it's a blusher, it fulfills the purpose, you get a variety of choice of colours. This comes in a whopping 30 shades, and this isn't the only type of blush that they have other formulas as well, and it costs £20. So this particular colour is Pinch O Peach, and it's this gorgeous sort of pinky colour. It's the kind of colour where you imagine blushing but in a really pretty way, and or like, you know, when you pinch your cheeks, literally like the title says, you get that flush come straight to the top of your cheeks, and that's what it reminds me of. Next up, I just wanted to show you something a little bit more unique, especially if you're based in the UK. So this is a blusher by Sulwhasoo, which is a Korean brand, hence why it might be difficult to pronounce. Unfortunately, because it's not sold in the UK, I can't give you the price that I paid for it. I purchased it in Paris and it was in that really famous department store, I think it's Galeries Lafayette. So I bought it from there because they have a counter there. But I couldn't get over just how like cute the pink packaging is. Outside is very minimalistic, and then inside it comes with a blush brush. I absolutely hate blush brushes, but unlike some other luxury brands where they often give you this and compromise on the amount of product they give you, Sulwhasoo hasn't done that. So they've put the brush on top. You can flip open the case inside so that your brush doesn't get dirty, or your mirror as a matter of fact. and then you've got the colour inside. Whereas normally I find with really high-end luxury brands, they give you a really tiny brush, it's like this, and then the other half is the blush, so you get even less product for an even higher price. Whereas with Sulwhasoo you still get a lot of product. So this one is the Radiance blusher in Coral Harmony. I believe there's two. So this is obviously the corally tone, and then there is a pinky one. I really want to get my hands on the pinky one, but unfortunately I'm going to have to wait until I either go to Paris or a country in Asia. Sulwhasoo is known for doing really good quality products, so I just wanted to share a foreign brand with you. Before I move on to highlighters, I just wanted to apply one of the blushes whilst on camera. So I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury blush, and you know what, normally I mix the two colours together, but I might change things up a bit, be a bit of a wild child, and I'll do what Charlotte suggests, which is use the outer ring as the contour and the inner colour as the pop of colour. I'm going in with my Bobbi Brown blush brush. So I've put the outer ring colour onto the edge of my blush brush. I'm just going to use that to contour. Don't mind me if I look away, I'm just looking at myself in the screen and in the mirror. I mean, it works as a contour colour. Would I automatically reach for it as a contour colour? No. However, it's obviously very practical and handy for being inside your handbag, or even for a holiday when you want to take minimal products. Next, I'm going to use the flat side of the brush and go into the centre colour, and then you do a little smile and apply it to the apples of your cheeks. Like so. So it just gives a very pretty pop of colour and dimension whilst you're at it. So moving on to highlighters, like I said earlier, I wanted to showcase some different formulas of highlighters, and I've broken it down into 3 powder highlighters and 2 liquid highlighters. So starting with the powder highlighters, again in no particular order, I'm starting with the Bobbi Brown highlighting powder in Pink Glow. They have 7 shades altogether, and this is one of them. It's £36, but honestly these products last for ages. I'm very fussy when it comes to my powder highlighters, but the key thing I look for in a powder highlight is that it shouldn't look powdery, which sounds really strange, I know. So basically when you apply a powder highlighter and you can see it sitting on literally the top surface of your skin, and or it looks ashy, and or it looks a little bit chalky, and or it looks a little bit like you can see the texture, like it's a bitty shimmer. That's what you don't want from your highlighter, because A, it looks like makeup, B, it will literally settle into your fine lines if you have any, and also it can emphasize pores. So I like to use highlighter powders that give you that wet look that liquid highlighters give you, but without that wet or sticky texture. So Bobbi Brown's highlighter is definitely one of them. Next up is a highlighter by Ofra, and I believe it's sort of like a collaboration highlighter with Samantha March Start Inspired, that's the full name. I think there's around 6 shades, and weirdly enough they vary between £27 and £28. Don't ask me why, but this is £27. This is what it looks like inside, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Let me just show you a close-up. With the swirls of the 2 colours, I'll be honest, I'll put my hands up and say I purchased it specifically just because it looks pretty. However, I was so happy to know that it's also an amazing highlighter. So again, you can swirl your brush and use both, mix both colours together. Alternatively, you can use the colours individually as well. Last but certainly not least is the Burberry highlighter called Fresh Glow Highlighter. There are 4 shades and it costs £45. Again, it could seem extremely expensive, but at the end of the day, powders last such a long time, and highlighters even more so. They're likely to last longer than your setting powder, bronzers, blushes, etc. because you use it a lot less than those other products. So this is in the colour number 4, Rose Gold. And I've had this for a while now, and still I have so much of this product left. Since this is one of my favourite powder highlighters, I decided to apply it for you on camera on one side, and then I'll leave the other cheekbone for the liquid highlighter. So going in with my Morphe R36 brush, just going to swirl the brush in the product, tap off any excess, I hope you can see what I was talking about earlier, which is the wet look, even though it's a powder. And look at that glow. So this is rose gold. So moving on to my liquid highlighters, which I'm super excited to share with you. First up is the Kevyn Aucoin Glass Glow Face highlighter. It can be used for the face and apparently also for the body. It cost £26, and when I purchased it, I think there were only 3 shades available, but now there are 6. So this is the colour in Prism Rose. I will attach a picture on the screen now so that you can see the different shades. I absolutely love this. You know when there was that trend of the glass face, like it started in Korea I believe, and the face was almost like translucent and it was so glowy. This is literally the perfect highlighter to create that look. It's very editorial, it's very chic. Yes, there's obviously going to be some texture to it, there will be a feeling to it, but it's not sticky. It's not like you've applied lip gloss to your face, for example, but obviously if you touch it, it will feel like there is something there, so don't touch it. If you go for the slightly bronzier shade, I guarantee you, for your summer holiday, if you're lying by the pool or just going around in like a strapless summer dress, this will look gorgeous and make your skin look amazing like a supermodel. Last but not least is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in Pillow Talk. So this is one of her newer launches, and I think there are 2 shades, light medium and medium deep original. It's £29 for this product, but honestly it's probably one of the nicest highlighters that have a shimmer to it, and I will show you why in a minute. This promises so many things. So it's fast drying, it's got a sensorial oil, which is a light oil and gives skin that silky soft feeling. It also has velvety silica, which ensures that there's a soft focus effect as well. And it promises all the youth and all the radiance. So let's get on with applying it. So since I've applied the Burberry highlighter this side, you can really see that gorgeous glow. This is a powder highlight. I thought I would go in with the Charlotte Tilbury on this side. So you can go in straight with the sponge tip and just dab it on and then rub it. I would recommend not to, because sometimes I feel like that can ruin the base underneath and all that hard work you've done. So you can either dab it on and go in with a brush to blend it out, or alternatively dab it onto the brush and again dab it onto your skin directly. So for this, I love using the Beauty Pie Foundation Buffing Brush. Yes, it's a foundation brush, but I just love the density of the brush, and it's great for just patting in that highlight and making it look amazing. So I'll do dabs, dab, 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 dab. And then I'll use the brush just to blend it in. I just added a bit more product onto my brush directly. I'm just dabbing it, as you can see, rather than rubbing, because if you rub it, it ruins the base underneath. And can you see that gorgeous highlight? So this is Pillow Talk. And to be honest with highlight, it's up to you how much you want to add. You can make it really subtle, but I really want to be seen from the moon, so this is perfect for me. You can also add a little bit to the tip of your nose, and also your Cupid's bow, if that's your jam. So that was my top favourite blushers and highlighters. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks again to Everg14 for making this great recommendation. Thanks for watching and stay safe.